Thank you for tuning in to Homeschool Homesteaders. Today we will talk about why plant rhubarb. In 2018, I planted this particular rhubarb, and this is how this plant looks like 7 years later in September of 2025. I did plant a few more, but one plant is sufficient, so I got rid of the rest. If you have an area 4 feet by 4 feet in your garden or anywhere in your yard, plant a rhubarb, and it's a very hardy perennial plant that returns every year. Rhubarb is the first plant to pop up in your garden in spring and the last one to disappear in fall. Rhubarb, very delicious, especially if you grew up eating it, meaning your grandpa made rhubarb desserts. And here are some recipes I make out of one of my rhubarbs. What is the difference between green and red? Green is a bigger plant. It gives you more yield. They taste the same, both are tart, but red is cooler. So I wish I left my red ones instead of green ones, but they're both fine, so we will continue with the green one. The first recipe that we will make is the rhubarb tea. To do this, you simmer chopped up rhubarb stalks in water, and then you strain the liquid. You could then sweeten it with whatever you want. All of the ingredients in this video will use honey as a sweetener. Then you could drink it hot, drink it cold, serve it over ice, and you could even add mint or lemon to your tea. So a very easy recipe, one way to get rid of the stalks. Lemonade takes a lot of lemons to make lemonade. However, if you substitute rhubarb with lemons, you don't have to use as much lemons because rhubarb provides the same tart flavor. And you can make a refreshing pink-colored rhubarb lemonade by simmering, once again, chopped up rhubarb with sugar and water. You strain the liquid to create a syrup or juice base, and then you let your brain explore. You go from zero to hero when you use every single fruit that is growing in your garden. And so the next couple of videos, I'm going to show you all of these fruits and what kind of lemonade we make out of them. So rhubarb, once again, it's very tart, and therefore you don't need to use lemons. Lemons are expensive. They do not grow in Minnesota, but we have rhubarb. And throughout the year, whatever fruits you have, apples, peaches, pears, plums, you can make all sorts of cool lemonades. And this is one way to get rid of rhubarbs. Rhubarb smoothies. You will use your favorite smoothie ingredients based on the season, whatever you have in your garden. And as you can see from my garden, I grow all sorts of fruits, veggies, and everything. And rhubarb will be one of the many ingredients in your smoothies. So one way to get rid of rhubarb is make yourself a smoothie. Incorporate vegetables as well, especially stuff like kale, because the tart flavor of rhubarb will get rid of the taste of kale, which nobody likes. A blackberry rhubarb crisp is a warm baked fruit dessert featuring a tart and sweet filling of blackberries and rhubarb. And this is my favorite crisp using rhubarb. I do like strawberries as well, but blackberries, something that grows in your garden, and you have the juicy acidic note of rhubarb with the sweetness of the blackberries, and it makes an excellent crisp. Feel free to use other fruits as well. For example, look in my orchard. I got plums, apples, whatever. Rhubarb is a great addition. The strawberry rhubarb pie. This is a classic American fruit dessert featuring obviously strawberries and rhubarb. You can add as much as you want of either ingredient, but it's baked in a buttery flaky crust, making a pie. I used a store-bought dough, but extra credit for you if you used your own pie dough. And the combination of these two fruits offers a balanced flavor profile. And so this is a classic American dessert that you should make at least once a year if you grow rhubarb. So therefore you have it. Rhubarb offers a lot of options. If you have space, grow it, especially the red variety, because it's a very cool plant. That's the first plant that pops up in spring and the last plant to die off in the fall. And you could even freeze rhubarb. So you basically chop up the stems, place them on the baking sheet, put the baking sheet into a chest freezer, and when the frozen stems freeze, you place them in sandwich bags. So you could even do these recipes during the cold winter months. Thank you for watching this video.